Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the video, where we'll continue and build on what we learned in part 1. A simple blend of garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and a touch of smoked paprika goes a long way. If you like a bit of heat, a pinch of cayenne pepper or some dried chili flakes can add a nice kick. Don't be afraid to smell your spice cabinet. Even dried herbs like parsley or oregano can add a fresh look to the golden crust. Step-by-step guide to crispy homemade potato cheese balls. Getting started is easy once your potatoes are prepped and chilled. Take a small scoop of your potato mixture, about the size of a golf ball, and flatten it in your palm. Place your cheese cube right in the middle, then fold the edges over to seal it completely. Roll it between your hands until it's a smooth sphere. Make sure there are no cracks. If the cheese can see the light of day, it'll leak out during cooking. Once you have your balls formed, it's time for the breading station. You'll need 3 shallow bowls, one with flour, one with beaten eggs, and one with your seasoned panko breadcrumbs. This is the standard breading procedure that ensures the coating sticks and creates a protective barrier. Roll the potato ball in the flour and shake off the excess. Dip it into the egg wash until it's fully coated. Roll it in the breadcrumbs, pressing gently to make sure they stick. For an extra thick crust, you can use the double coating technique. After the first round of breadcrumbs, dip the ball back into the egg and then back into the crumbs again. This creates a sturdy shell that's almost guaranteed not to burst. Once they're all coated, let them sit on a tray for 10 minutes. This helps the coating set so it doesn't fall off the moment it hits the heat. Pro tips for deep frying and air frying. Deep frying is the traditional way to get that perfectly even, golden brown color. Heat your oil to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have a thermometer, stick the end of a wooden spoon into the oil. If it bubbles steadily, you're ready. Fry the balls in small batches for about 3 to 4 minutes. If you crowd the pan, the oil temperature will drop, and your snacks will end up greasy instead of crispy. If you prefer a lighter version, the air fryer is a fantastic alternative. Lightly spray the balls with a bit of cooking oil to help them brown. Set the air fryer to 375 degrees Fahrenheit and cook them for about 8 to 10 minutes. Shake the basket halfway through so they brown on all sides. The key with both methods is to watch for explosions. If you see cheese starting to peek out, pull them out immediately. They're done. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.